Good morning, as the case may be, or good afternoon if it is where you are. Welcome to a small start practice session of Europa Universalis. You'll have to excuse me as I am loaded with hay fever. If you saw me the other day playing with Costello, you'll know that it's been a long time since I've started a small nation, and I am horrendously out of practice and got my rear end handed to me as a result. So, since Costello is away working at a festival elsewhere and won't be around for a while, I thought I'd get some practice in, um, just so that I am familiar with what it is I'm going to be doing. So, I'm going to start off again in India, and see if, well, we'll probably in fact start off with Dundar again, as that's who I was and will be going, most likely, and see if I can't, secure myself. Now, there's a slight issue with Dundar, in that it is Hindu, but surrounded by a number of people who are either Sunni or Sunni state, Hindu state with Sunni provinces, or Shia, and what have you, which makes gathering allies slightly more problematic. Don't need the Imperial map mode. Starts out with no diplomacy at all, so the path is wide open. It's surrounded by a few OPMs and some non-OPMs. Mainly Delhi was the one that caused me problems before, but Mawar also came and gave me problems. So we'll see what we can do. This is likely to be a very scrappy session, in that there may be some reloading, some restarting. I may, get a few years in and then start again over, I don't know, over down here is Bastar maybe, or somewhere else where I'm going to have to secure myself. The last small start I did was way back in Crusader Kings 2, months and months and months ago, where me and Costello started as small vassals in the Kingdom of Mercia, which is a slightly different way to start small. Yes, the people you're taking on are small as well, but you have the advantage of being protected by your overlord, at least until you grow so big as to declare independence. So you don't have the same problems with big people coming and stomping you. So, how do you start small? Well, let's see what we have near us. Right, Nagar have rival does. Adoti have not. Gwalior have rival does as well. So have Mawat. Okay, so 3 out of the 4 OPMs near us have rival does, which is actually not a problem, because it would be good to expand into one of them. Because one way of securing yourself, let's check Bangladesh, who are also friendly to us. They're a tribal monarchy. Interesting. Yeah, one way to secure your borders is to get big. So, let's have a look at Delhi, who are being wrecked by rebels. They are hostile to us because they desire some of our provinces, or more accurately, all of our provinces. Mawar actually like us, so they may well be a good candidate for an alliance. I forgot Adoti actually don't start independent, they are a vassal of Mawar. Malwa don't really like us, but they don't really dislike us. There's just the malice for different religion, which is definitely overcomable. The other one nearby, Jaunpur, similarly don't dislike us. They just have the different religion modifier. So, since Mawar kind of likes us, we'll see how far off an alliance they are. Oh, they would totally accept. Okay, that's a good place to start. Let's have a look at Multan as well. yeah, a different religion, but not so different that they would hate us. Bamanis again, different religion, but you're starting to get further away here. Ideally, Jampur, who's just on our border here, would take an alliance. So how far off are we? Quite far off. Okay. How far off a royal marriage are they? Not so far. Minus 19. Now we can improve that slightly by taking Ganesh as a deity for the increased dip rep, which is handy. I mean, if you're going to expand aggressively, Shakti is the way to go. That 5% discipline can make a huge difference in early battles. And it may be worth holding off on deciding on a deity until we see just how far away we are. We can take advisors. There's probably going to be a dip rep one. Yeah. For 16 and the cost of 1 per month. Which we could possibly afford if we decided not to pay our troops anything. Where are we? Yeah. So we could half our army maintenance and still come out with a profit if we took an advisor. But we're not going to do that because we are so small. We may get declared on with very short notice, particularly if Delhi takes an interest in us. So the main thing is to secure some alliances. Now Garhwal, they would take an alliance. Oh, they wouldn't. Interesting. They probably would with a bit of dip prep. It's because they're neutral. They'd probably take it with a bit of improved relations as well. But it takes a fair amount to flip them over from neutral to friendly. So I think what we're going to do is improve our relations with Jaipur. And we'll let the days advance for a short while and see how the alliances stack up. Right. Gwalior ally Orissa, who are big and can probably get access through to us. Or at least they could last time. Let's have a quick look. Now why won't this show the opinion? Right, okay. There we go. Right, okay, so they can obviously get access to their march. There was, I'm sure, opinion map mode used to show opinions of other people. Yeah, it's just showing opinion towards Dundar. Very strange. Yeah, it'll show that way, but if I click, it won't for some reason. Now we've got some nice commerce in the peninsula playing. Well, we can see here the only people who really hate Orissa are the Bahmanis and Vijay in the south and Bengal up here. Likely as anything, they could get access all the way through to us. So anyone who's allied with Orissa, we can't really take on at the moment. Mewat got an alliance with Jaipur. And Nagar are allied with Delhi. That's probably going to be the only way that we can go unless Bangladesh... Oh, they're a vassal under Delhi? Okay. Interesting. Now we could do the send and recall of diplomats, but quite frankly, it's a lot of hassle. I'd rather not do that. It feels a little. It's not high up on the list of cheesy things, but it's slightly cheesy. The other thing we can do is build up to our force limit, because we're a couple off. We have a force limit of 7 from memory. Yeah, and military strength can be a big thing. Excuse me. But we can also start taking some rivals now. Who does Jaunpur? The only issue with taking rivals for the mutual enemy bonus to relations is if you're looking to ally big guys, they will normally have similarly sized people as their enemy. What did Malwa think of as allied to rival? I mean, we could pick Malwa as a rival if they're available, but they're not. It's just the 3 guys around us that we can take. So we should do that before declaring on anyone, but other than that, there's not a lot we can do there. So we'll just wait a little bit and see what we can come up with. See what where the game takes us. So we're now into positive relations, and we're actually not we're not getting that increase too quickly. We can see we've got the +5 for diplomatic reputation of 1 because of our legitimacy. So unless we get a whole bunch more dip rep, it's not going to give us a huge boost, I don't think. Now, in our co-op game, Costello started off as Koch, got an ally, secured an alliance with Jaunpur, and was able to expand into Nepal. So let's have a look and see who Nepal has allies with here. Assam and Kangra. Now Assam is over here. Now they start off as allied to Koch, so whether let's see if we can see what the relations are. Why is it still just showing the relations with us? That's not that helpful. So they like them, basically. Assamese opinion of Koch 75. So they may or may not come to Nepal's aid in the case of Wartek. And Kangra, I have no idea who Kangra is, so let's just do that and find them that way. Kangra, oh these, no? Oh, so yeah, no help there. So that's a fairly easy route of expansion. I say fairly easy, I mean you're attacking someone who is in theory twice as big as you, but yeah. Could be easier. Looks like Mawar are building up to try and take on these separatists. But other than that, we're playing a slight waiting game here. We're still fairly far off this this royal marriage. So we're at +11, and that gives us a 2 opinion boost. I wonder what the modifier for distance between borders is for Koch. Probably pretty similar. Basically, if we can get relations to flip from neutral to friendly, we've got to pick a god here. Now, interestingly, if you get this, say you got this and you were at war, and you hadn't picked a god, or your ruler had just died, and you're right, okay, I need a little boost for the following battles, but what I really want overall is this dip rep, because I'm trying to create some allies here. So you could take Shakti as your deity, but we're going to do it the other way around. Well, let's take it from our point of view then. We want Shakti because we're going to expand into one of these guys, hopefully. So ultimately we want Shakti, but we want to see how much extra tip prep will get us with Jaunpur. So at the moment, diplomatic reputation is +5. If we take an extra 1, that will give us still +5. Okay, we might need to let this tick. Okay, why is that? Did I pick the wrong one here? I think I must have picked the wrong one. No, I didn't. It might need to wait till the tick for the month. Just have a quick look at our missions here. Prestige, royal marriage, and yeah. That one's quite handy because it gives us an instant claim on them. But we probably won't be expanding that way because they're allied with quite a few people. We may just have to fabricate and declare and Delhi themselves depending on what wars they get involved with. Right, where were we? Diplomacy. Still at +1. Let's wait for the tick of the month. Let's bump the speed up a little bit. There we go. Right, so now what's our modifier with them? Diplomatic reputation +10, so it actually does double. We've got our +5 per diplomatic rep, which brings us a lot closer. So we may actually want to stay with Ganesh. But we can, for the purposes of demonstrating this, we can actually change who we're following using this event. But this will stay up for a while, so let's keep it. It will take Shiva if we don't pick within, I presume it's 6 months, which is the default for anything else. Right, what's this? Mystic Poet Beer, Krishna. Alright, we can get an advisor. Or we can get missionary strength. We're 100% religious unity, so neither is that useful. The early game for small nations involves a little bit of luck and a little bit of planning, and a lot of waiting. It is not the most exciting of gameplay, at least if you're me. So how far off are we now? We're very close. Right, so Delhi, our fight. Multan. Where is Multan? Oh, next door. Not sure why they're marching that way. Must be to form up. Now Delhi in the game of Costello got involved in a few wars, so it's worth keeping an eye on just who they're fighting, because if they start to lose, and we've got that is chosen for us. So yeah, we have Shiva now, which is not that useful, but never mind. We can roll with it. Jaunpur are really starting to like us now, but even with our until the end of the month dip rep, we're still a ways off. And that's going to be -11 or so, or maybe -10, yeah, by the time that ticks, so got some more work to do. As soon as it flips from neutral to friendly, it will probably be enough for us to get to secure an alliance. Bamanis and Viji are fight. Good luck to the both of them. So we can see more or less what kind of army Delhi can field at the moment. And it's nothing to be sniffed at compared to our 5,000. I mean, if we have a look at this, Mawar would not help us because they're in debt? Oh, presumably because they built up to fight the Rebs. So a war of aggression isn't on the cards at the moment. Shampur are protective, okay. Gwylar, interestingly, are involved in that war. So are they allied to Vijay then, presumably? No, but Arissa must be in that war then. Yeah. So they may not get the help that they need if we were to declare on Gwalior. I mean, they would have the people come in. Rewa and Bastar, both OPMs, who can still field a fairly sizable army, but nothing too exciting. Arissa may or may not come to their aid if we give it a little bit of time. So I'm going to start fabricating on Gerd. Just so I've got the option. They seem to be able to field an army of 7, same as us. What is their development level here? Manpower 2. How can they field an army of 7? I mean, right, hang on a minute, let's have a look at our force limit here. Independent nation, oh, gives you +6. Okay, well that'll be where that is. Okay, well that's fair enough. Okay, Junpur, you must be close to... Oh, actually that's a good point. We have a merchant sitting free at the start of the game. So we'll just collect from here. We don't really need a lot of diplo power at the moment, so we'll take that mercantilism. Since we're waiting, we might as well save some ducats as well. Right, Oman, too far away. Gujarat is... I keep getting them mixed up with Garhwal. Gujarat, down there. Okay, good for them. Although it makes working out how the chips are going to fall more difficult, we do want lots of people to be at war because it knocks down armies, it reduces manpower, and it's a great way to stay in shape if you want to think about attacking people. Okay, Janpur, come on. We must be nearly buddies now. Yeah, -3, so a few more months of improved relations. See, Delhi must be winning that war because their army has not seemed to lost anything. Ah, there. I can't talk. I cannot talk. My words are not working. Okay, so they've got positive from battles. Oh, they're going to lose that one. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. We want a weak Delhi. Anyone on who borders us, we want to be weak. You must be, what, 2 away from offering us a royal marriage? Oh, so close. Don't know if we will actually get this alliance when we have a royal marriage, but it makes it a little bit more likely, shall we say, because we're fairly far off it, and having a royal marriage will boost that either by 10 or 20. Oh, we're very close. We're very close here. We're on the cusp, you could say. Oh, Timmy's involved in that war. Is he? Oh yes. Oh, I have a feeling that Delhi will not be coming out of that in a healthy way. Ah, Falalalan. Wonderful. Okay, they would take a royal marriage, but we can't do that because we have no dips. It's going to take a wee while to finish, so... we'll recall you. Secure that royal marriage. Okay, so we still can't get an alliance. No worries. Okay, so Dundari army strength is causing us problems here, so we might as well build some men. What's our army composition at the moment? 4-1. Okay, I think we'll be taking the foot soldiers just for their cheapness. If it flips to friendly, we should be able to get it. We might as well keep improving relations for that reason. Bangladesh is being sieged. How is their war going? There's been nothing fought as yet, okay. If you don't pay your troops anything at all, you lose the ability to move them, as I discovered last time around when I was trying to save some money, because I'd already hired the advisor. Which is not handy. Right, has that helped at all? Okay, so we have less of a malice to the Dundari army strength one. So we're actually getting pretty close here. We've got that Cassis against Gwalior, and I think what we'll do, since Delhi are losing, is fabricate a claim on Batiana. Always useful to have options. Righty. Yeah, this is not the most exciting of games, staring at an offer alliance screen, but as I say, it is a practice session, so that I am not so, shall we say, terrible. Four away. Now, the thing is, when we have an alliance with them, their attitude may change. If it becomes defensive, that might be a problem, because they still probably wouldn't come to our aid in an offensive war, which wouldn't be ideal. But oh, they're at war in this. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. So if we were to declare on Delhi, would that mean they couldn't come to our aid in any case because they were already in a war with Delhi? Could be problematic. Of course, all that presupposes we actually get this alliance because, yeah, it's not looking, well, we're getting there. We're getting there. And we're capped at our improved relations. Great. We're very close. It would probably have to be a gift to get us over the limit. Or an advisor would help. If we still had Ganesh as our deity, we would probably be in a position to get it at this point. We're halfway through the year, so we shouldn't have the decay of anything as yet. It's quite a lot of money. Can we send them less? And whether it'll be enough, or whether is it going to be cheaper just to hire that diplomat very briefly? I think it is. So we'll do that. Does that boost it right away? It does. So we get our alliance. And this is where we see just if our hard work has paid off. So if we were to declare on Gerd, would they come to our aid? Or declare on Gwalior even? They wouldn't. Okay, so we've not really improved our situation here. Except in a way we have. If Delhi were to take an interest in us, which they wouldn't because they're getting their butts kicked, we could probably rely on Jaunpur and Mewar to come to our aid. Similarly, I don't think any of the OPMs would declare on us, but if they did, again, they probably would come to our aid. I mean, we're kind of fortunate in a sense that, oh, Bangladesh has fabricated on us. Okay, so that would be Bangladesh plus Delhi, plus whoever they're allied to. Oh, they can't because they're a subject nation, of course. But we'll see. We'll get this claim and we'll see where the chips lie. And I think after that I'd probably fabricate in yeah, Nagar. Although that Gujarat alliance makes me tremble slightly. And I'll pour myself some tea while we're waiting for this claim to come through. Now, let me just remind myself of why would they not come to our aid? Manpower and debt? Fighting in another war accession. And they're defensive to us, okay, that might be why. Defensive. Unlikely. Mind you, their rivals are Delhi, so they would join in. Oh, Mewar would join in? Fantastic, they're already at war. So if this other war is concluded, Jaunpur and Mewar would jump in, Nagar would help them, Bangladesh obviously would. So it's likely that it would be Delhi that we're looking at if we're going to expand. And they must be fairly, yeah, they're getting wrecked. And we nearly have our claim. Hopefully we'll get it just in time for them to peace out. We should also possibly fire that advisor. Because we are losing money. Not a lot of money, but money is money at this point in the game. Pay slightly less here. Is diplomatic reputation factored into Wardex? Yes, it is. I mean, not that it's close at all. But it may make a difference once that war's concluded. So we shall see. We have our claim. Might as well fabricate on Nagar as well, in case that becomes the better option, which it might. Early game is a very changeable place, particularly when you're dealing with all these, for the moment, independent nations with their shifting alliances and so forth. In fact, what I'm going to do is go ahead and make Delhi. Oh, it's already marked as special interest. Okay then. There goes Timmy in to siege them up. See what other advisors we have. Manpower, fort defense. Not that useful. Stability and missionary. Again, not that useful. Should also have a look and see if we can be building anything here, which we can't at the moment. So we could improve the development. So at the moment it's not that useful, I don't think, to be improving it. Just need to wait for Delhi to fall, and hopefully that'll get them pieced out. Of course, Batania might be taken by Multan. We have a claim on it, Punjab. Or they might punch Punjab out of it or something. Who knows? That would not be great, because we're kind of hoping that Mewar and Jampur will help us with whatever war we have, and if it's with a new nation, say Punjab, then we could be in trouble. Of course, they might also make Bangladesh independent, so it may have been preferable to fabricate a claim there, if I'd been thinking at the time. Given how close they must be to piecing out, yeah, there's no point in recalling because it'll take a full year to fabricate. We roll with what we got. And have I still not? What? I'm sure I allocated a merchant to collect from trade. Okay. That was a bit silly. I mean, not that it gets us a huge amount more, but what are you going to do? So, Multan, are you going to peace out anytime soon? Because, you know, that war score is enough to take really anything that you desire. What do you desire, actually? Okay, so hopefully they'll take things up towards Lahore. Lahore? Lahore? Who knows? So they already have a core in that, and they have a claim up there. Yeah, take up there, leave all this stuff. Now the only problem is Jaipur is still going to have all the war exhaustion and debt and so forth that would stop them. Oh, okay, alright, that's fine. Would stop them helping us in another war. They're allied to the enemy. Okay, maybe not that then. Yeah, so debt, manpower, and war exhaustion are still going to be issues. But if they really hate Delhi, that might just be enough to overcome, what, 25, 20, and 10. If they have a minus 60 or a plus 60 to Delhi as Mewar do, oh no, it's plus 40 and trust. We shall see. An alliance from Garhwal. Jali Salmar, Tirhut. Where's Tirhut? It's not in the path of our expansion, is it? No. That's an interesting one. Delhi has a claim on them. They're unlikely to like Delhi. Yeah, they don't like Delhi at all. Or Delhi don't like them anyway. Well, see, now it's working for checking nations. Minus 28. It's not as negative as I would like. But they don't dislike any of my allies. Unfortunately, they do like Nepal. Question is, who doesn't like Garhwal? Kangra maybe, but they're unlikely to start anything. Yeah. I'm hoping... Okay, there's a claim on there. Do they have a claim anywhere? Are they likely to be going to war is the question. No. So I think we can take that. I think it's relatively safe. Go away. Come on, where's the beast deal already? I mean, at this rate, we might actually be able to get our claim in Bangladesh if they become independent. And a royal marriage, yeah, let's say that, why not? Okay, there's our claim. Let's get one immediately done on Jangla. We're still losing money, but not too much. I will keep this dip rep guy around until it's pretty conclusively determined that I don't need him. Garwal would help us out here, and Orissa wouldn't help them out. Ooh, now there is an interesting dilly of a pickle. Gerd are already in a war, so their troops are elsewhere. That is tempting. That is very, very tempting. Right, Garwal have their... They could probably get access through Jaunpur. What am I looking for? Rewakantha and Bastar. Bastar have probably, what, 5,000 or 6,000 maybe? 5,000, okay. And Rewakantha as well. 4,000. So we're looking at 9,000 plus whatever they can bring back. The only thing is Rewakantha would have to get... Where are Rewakantha? Down there. They'd have to get access through Malwa, which they presumably would. Oh, they might not. They might not. Mawar likes them and might give them access, which would be a real dick move, because they're our allies, but never mind. I want to see how this war with Delhi wraps up before I do anything foolish like declaring. But sometimes you have to strike while the iron is hot. A star who's down there would get access probably. Yeah, they probably would. No reason why they wouldn't. I never did check what Gwalior had. They still have troops as well. Question is, are they winning that war? Or is it... Can I just not see that war score? Or is this actual stalemate? Well, I will take the proactive step of setting them at... They've got no army? Did I misread the ledger completely there? Or is the ledger not updating properly? Gwalior total. Eh? Am I misreading this here? Infantry, cavalry. Well, something is not adding up here. Rewakantha received a gift from Mawar, who are likely going to vassalize them, so that might be one ally less. Which might work quite nicely for a future war deck. Why would Orissa not take that? They're exhausted and in debt. So it might just be Bastar. At that point I think we would pull the trigger. Of course, as soon as we declare on Gwalior, these guys will peace out, with Batiana being completely undefended and me unable to do anything about it, but accepted vassalization, there it is. That's why I like to keep these other messages on. So, they only have one ally their troops are involved in fighting. Garwal would help. I think we declare at this point. Or next month, when our troops are a little bit more in position and better of morale. Now, this needs to be a fairly quick war because Jainpur and Mewar won't accept any calls while we're in another war, because it would be a call into multiple wars, so we can't declare really on Delhi if we're needing help. But as I say, strike while iron is hot. Yeah. The star will come and help them, I am sure of. We don't have enough to siege. That is poor. Did we not have... There we go. We still don't have enough to siege? How many do we need? Need 9,000. Garwal, little help, buddy. They're marching at us. Should have probably put a general on this stack as well. Oh well, I'll take the penalty, but they do have a nice general there. Okay, so they got stack wiped and we lost 1,000 guys, more or less. Okay, did not factor the fort into the equation here, which I probably should have done. So why are Garwal not helping? Are they not getting access? I don't know why they wouldn't. Probably wouldn't get it through Delhi right enough. Grants military access. Has military access through Terhut. Where's Terhut when it's at home? Well, GG, Garwal, GG. Right, okay. So, without a few thousand more guys, we're going to be in trouble here. I mean, we do have enough that we can, enough money that we can. What am I trying to say here? We can build more guys over our force limits, just about, which I think we have to do, unless Garwal suddenly take an interest in marching down. Don't know if you can hear that in the background, but I have a dog down the road who is barking at the wind. Oh, there's the part of the piece. Little man. Oh no, we're okay then. I think I might have to fire this advisor at this point though. I mean, I could go into lone territory, but it's really not necessary. Yeah. No, we're not going to come to help you in your war because you don't have enough diplomatic reputation. Let's have a look actually. Now we're locked in. Oh, it does. That thing still works. Oh no, it doesn't. As soon as you stop, it applies the attrition. Yeah, synonym. What's your question? Nearly at our magic number for getting this sieged. Bangladesh claim as well. Come on, refill, refill. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear, what an event. Dip power or stability? Dip power, stability. What's the piece likely going to cost us here in terms of dip? Nothing. Okay, so we don't need that dip. Keep our stability. Sorry, Synonym, I do not have the money to be buying you games. Not in a position to be spending money of that amount on other people. Wish I could help you out, but I can't. We've got our siege going, so what I hope is that this will progress faster than the peace over here. Although they have 99 war score. Oh, here we go. That's the thing there. Right. Okay. That is an issue. I really hoped they wouldn't take quite as much as that. Oh, we can't check what our modifiers would be. Yeah, sorry, Synonym. Hope you find someone who is in a position to be generous. But keep an eye out on the deals as well. I think Nuvem were offering it for sale for slightly less than Steam, as is usually the case. So check there as well. Bagelkand, who are they fighting? That's Bindlekand. Why do they need access? Why? Castle of Jaunpur. Who are Jaunpur fighting? No one. Okay. Try to deal with rebels. But what rebels? Are they asking for it for anyone else? No. Is it to get their troops home? It's to get their troops home, presumably, but given that they're exiled, I don't know why they did that. So we'll see what happens when we peace out here. Whether our allies will help us out. Are Delhi fighting anyone? No. Yeah, see, Multan are slightly bigger than anything I would want to chew off. Wonder if Delhi would declare for reconquest, which they did before actually. That's why, I think that's probably why Multan could take quite so much, because it was a defensive war. They could just take whatever the heck they wanted. Slightly unfortunate. Also slightly unfortunate that Garhwal are really not helping us here. So we'll bump up the speed a little bit more. Oh, we are running out of money as well. That army maintenance is no joke when you're over your force limit. Wow. Pretty much, yeah, another 50%. Jings. Fortunately, we can take a whole number of loans, but it'd be nice if we didn't have to. Yeah. How do we need 9,000 men to assault something with a garrison of 980? hills, so it increases the siege time. Who got annexed there? Jaipur. Oh, right, okay. Okay, that's interesting. Water shortage, brilliant. But could we not have a like a wall breach here? Oh, more loans. Why not? Another water shortage. Come on, that's a 1 in 7 chance. I like those odds. I like those odds. I don't like those odds. Okay. Okay, 1 in 5 chance. Come on. Papa needs a new pair of shoes to be made in Gert. And we don't have enough. Because we had an event. Do we roll a natural 1 or something? What was the event? Disease outbreak. Yeah. Great. A negative event which kills off, what, 5% of the sieging army? Another loan! Come on! Ah, water shortage. Which actually isn't that helpful because we're nearly at the cap in siege status. Our progress modifier, sorry. Okay, come on. There we go. Siege of Gerd. 70% war score. We can take what we need now. Can we take anything else? Make them a vassal. Making them a vassal might be more useful. Because we do have the whatchicka-jigger for it. The diplomatic slot, I believe. We can't. They won't accept that? Okay. Gwalior is making gains. In what world are they making gains? Does that mean we have to go and fight Bastur? Oh, I don't even know. Length of war modifier, probably. Right. What we will do immediately, though, is dismiss these guys. Start making some money. Oh, are we fully? We have fully looted them. We will get ticking war score from that, but we need a little more here. Gift to the state. Oh, okay. Why would you come just after I had finished looting? Do we actually have any disposal? We don't. Oh, that timing. We can't even go and loot it. Oh. Well, I'll take it. I will take it and repay a loan. We're still losing money. Decrease our maintenance a little bit here. Just hope that Bastar doesn't come up and take an interest in us. Oh, they'll take it now. Why? Oh, they're not making gains. Length of... Yeah. Okay, so we have actually done something of use this time around. And we really gained no aggressive expansion there. Now, this will also let us have a look at and see what a war with Multan will involve. War would get involved. Oh, Jaipur. They're allied with Jaipur. Oh, come on now. Okay, so Nagur, who were allied with Delhi before, they still are. Jaipur would not help out. Why? Defensive attitude. Great. So Bhimawar against Gujarat. And Mewat. Where's Mewat? Are they up there? Oh, they're there. Right. Okay. Again, probably more than we can chew. They're allied to Egypt. Right, so that's really our only route for expansion. Although now that we have Gerd, I possibly should have kept Gwalior. We should possibly should have kept Gwalior to check and see what claims they had if they'd had a claim against Malwa. Oh, yeah, but we don't really want to be attacking Malwa anyway, because they are winning whatever war they're in, and yeah, they're big enough anyway. Although Mawar and Jampur would jump right in. Gondwana, oh, Gondwana. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. But Mawar and Jaunpur aren't at war and have a decent amount of troops between them. Not sure how accurate the ledger is, but let's have a look at what they have here. So they've got about 12,000. If they both jumped in, could possibly take them. Hills, highlands, grasslands. Tempting. Tempting. Well, we'll start fabricating. Are they fighting someone? No, it must have been rebels. Oh yeah, they got Reokantha as a vassal. That's handy. And they're marching into what? Oh, it's Jaisalmer. Right, got you. These flags, man, these flags. Well, if they're already at war, yeah, I think that would have to be the way that we go. Oh, these points are ticking up. With nothing to spend them on. We are making money though, which is good. And in fact, why don't we just decrease our costs even further here? Want to get those loans paid off. Our agent was discovered, which will give us a bit of aggressive expansion, presumably. Allied arrival. Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't really like us, but Jaunpur like us. Do you know what? As well, actually, in the meantime, I'm going to improve relations with Mawar just to keep them sweet, because there's no point in having a diplomat sitting around doing nothing anyway. Oh, now there's Multan, Mawar's arrival. Ah. Would they now help us out? We can't check. Well, there maybe is some use to having diplomats sitting around. What's the revolt risk here, actually? Ooh, that's a fair amount. That is a fair amount. That's a lot of autonomy, though. Non-accepted culture, separatism. Now, does separatism replace nationalism? Although it's probably not a good idea to have my army parked there if I'm not paying them anything. Also, why can I move them? Why do I have enough morale to move them? And why? Oh, our overextension is causing us problems. Okay. Problematic. Okay, right. Okay, so we have a claim. We have no diplomats. Right. Okay, so they would still help out. They wouldn't get any help from their allies, but they'd get help from their vassals, obviously. Question is, would Mawar help us out against Multan? They would. They would. But Jaunpur would be on the other side, so I don't really want to do that. It's unfortunate. Okay, so the only way to expand really is Malwa, by the look of it. Adoti is the vassal of Mawar. Yeah, that's the wrong person I'm looking at there. And Vijay as well would help. Okay, great. Mawar would help against Gur. That's an option. We don't have Mawat and Delhi and Gujarat, of course. And they're still allied to Jaunpur, unfortunately, so... Yeah, looks like Malwa. I mean, we could have expanded into Bundelkhand, I suppose, but expanding into Malwa is much the same thing. Oh, and we actually have a fort here as well, which is handy. Are we paying for that fort? We are. Huh. That's why we're not making so much money. Okay. Well. In any case, I think we've had a decent hour of gameplay here. I say a decent hour. We've had an hour of watching our relations with Jaunpur tick up. But from my point of view, it's heartening to have something go right as opposed to what happened with Costello a couple of days ago. I made a huge mistake and did a 0-day war deck on Nagar, I think, and as a result, all the alliance offers I sent, well, one of them fell through. And I got stomped into the ground because they called in Delhi and everyone. And then I assisted Brivakantha, or was it no? I think it was Jaisalmer in a war against Delhi because Delhi were getting crushed by 2 other people. They eventually called in Malwa, who I'd been improving relations with in the hope of getting an alliance, and a whole bunch of other people, and yeah, wiped the floor with us. Might be it's a recoverable situation because they only took stuff from Jaisalmer, but starting from behind. So anyway, I shall save this. Yeah, you can see I've labelled the save as Dunderhead in honour of myself and my gameplay. So what shall we call this? We'll call it small practice. To all of those of you who have been watching, thank you very much, and we'll probably do a little bit more of this, perhaps later today, or perhaps tomorrow in the afternoon or early evening. But for now, I'm going to go out and do some work in my garden. If you have been, thank you for watching.